Yes, dearest friends, families, brothers and sisters of all humanity, of all ethnicities, of all religions, a very blessed Sunday, midday, 5th of April, and God's blessings to one and all, to blessings that we can send to God Himself, the power force, to honor Him and to bow to Him and respect Him, to the universe, to all the living creatures in the sky and in the seas and in the earth, and the magic in the plants that produce the food, the crackling of the seeds that we plant by the power of the radiation from the sunlight into the earth that breaks down the radiation, the optimum power and temperature to tickle the seeds in romance with the waters of the air and the atmosphere of God, the fertilizing rains, to produce vegetation, crops, food, pomegranate, grapes, banana, apples, mangoes, so that we may live, so the animals may live, and some people eat of the animals. What a great mercy and blessings from the Creator and Lord of the world. Friends and families, I want to talk to you today, first of all, to remind you quickly, it has to do somewhat with politics. But I want to talk to you quickly. I made a pledge. Yes, this pledge that I will always speak something about coronavirus and prevention. Any kind of a scarf, double or triple, can safely cover you. Better yet, you spray some Lysol back and front, let it dry, or the DDL Environ alcohol-based stuff, and you cover your face tight or slack until you can get a proper mask. Wash your hands. Remember, when you wash your hands and you use the sanitizer, don't forget the palms. People forget the palms. Don't forget the palms. And don't forget the thumbs. You always forget the thumbs. Each finger. The wash should take 20 to 30 seconds. Each finger, and if you have a ring, put it forward, wash in between, go back again, wash the other section again, and then you rinse your hands off. Please let us take care. Maintain 6 feet distance. Even my photographer here is about 6 feet away from me. And he also wears his mask, and so do I. So we must have social distancing. Stay away from trouble. People are upset now that the markets are closed. I think I spoke to the mayor, and I think from tomorrow or Tuesday they will partly open the markets every day for a few hours. Don't rush to the market every day. A set of people should go on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and not everybody on Saturdays. So this is a good thing. Maybe they should close the market on the Saturday, because everybody have a tendency of rushing to the market on Saturdays. So this is a message for me. Coronavirus, care yourself, eat well. We have a lot of citrus fruits, lemon, limes. Suck it, soak it in honey, squeeze the lime in your mouth, boil it in a potion with fever grass, lemongrass as you call it, any other things you can think of, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon stick, just boil them together, a piece of ginger, drop it inside, boil it constantly, have several cups per day, build immunity. Build immunity. We have all the local ingredients we have, and plant things in your yard to survive. So friends and families, I wanted to talk a little bit about why is it that politics, this dirty thing called politics, have a tendency of destroying good men. Why is it politics? Professional people who are known professional, elegant, decent and articulate, but when it comes to politics, they lose their sensibilities. They lose the wisdom. They lose the ability to articulate well as they normally would professionally in their various occupations. I'm always wondering that, and some of you could probably maybe send me a message and tell me why you think these politicians go mad with power. And when they get power, most times they don't want to give it up. But today, I felt very embarrassed that a man like Keith Rowley of Trinidad, Prime Minister, had to make such a statement that he is upset. And most of the Caribbean leaders are upset that the CARICOM headquarters are in Guyana. The headquarters is in Guyana, and the headquarters, along with its various annexes and so on, are in Guyana because they feel threatened. Because Guyana has become a pariah because of a set of political shenanigans by people of shenanigistic personalities who don't want to hand over power even if they lost the election, and they're doing all kinds of things. Now here is one of them, sitting on the board of the Election Commission. You have 6 commissioners, 3 from the PNC, 3 from the PPP, and you have the casting vote by the chair. Now they decided that they have to go for election. I beg your pardon, they have to go for the recount. They have decided that. Thank you, Madam Chairman, for deciding to go there. But then they decided to go to the recount, but then with the understanding that they have to wait on the verdict of the court, which is trying to stop a recount planted, the case planted by a candidate of the APNU. I mean, this makes the APNU look bad. I mean, I'm a friend of the APNU, particularly the PNC. And I think you guys have made a big mistake. And I know for this, saying this, I said that you were trying to destroy my life. You did it in 2015, and you're doing it again. But that's okay. You can't do anything to me that the Creator don't want to happen to me. And you do anything to me by forcing yourselves, you're destroying yourself. Because I am a man of God and Creator and Lord. I wish nobody bad. I just want a recount because they were shenanigans. And you guys who are lost in this political power, many of you gentlemen, one of those in the Elections Commission went public to say, does not mean that there is a recount, there will be a declaration that the party won. So he is actually trying to prepare their supporters to tell them that they will not be accepting the count because they already know that they've lost the election. And I'm not saying this because I want the PPP to win. I'm saying this because I want anyone to win, even though I'm a friend of the PNC, that I want anyone to win who has truly won, who has won by the will of God. First of all, it has to be the will of God. When you steal power, you see what happened to this man I admire in certain ways, Forbes Burnham? His name is in perpetual disgrace, even though I admire him for agriculture and so on. Anyone who tries to steal power or usurp power and affect the hand of God from functioning in the universe, you are born to perdition and disgrace. And this gentleman, this is scholarly man, I don't want to call his name here, and I can, because it's not libelous. It's not libel, because it is a fact of life. It is there all over in the internet and the newspapers as news. But he's a gentleman, a total scholarly person functioning in an institution of scholarship. Generally very elegant and articulate, had lots of problems with his own party. But as a loyalist to his party, he will degrade his personality and his decorum and his class as a gentleman. And politics does this to a lot of people. You see a lot of people being inarticulate, devious, tricky, lying, manipulative, and so on. And so, friends, I always wonder, why is it that politics has this way of bringing out the evil preponderance of human nature and degrade people, men who have lived in institutions of discipline, the military, the police, and other places, even in religions, but when they go into politics, they lose their soul. Your name, our honor is more important than all the wealth and power and money in the world. Calculate yourself. How old are you? Are you 70 years old? 75 years old? 80 years old? Are you 60 years old? I'm 65. How long more do I have to live? So why do I care if a set of people, when I critique them, or I draw certain things to their attention as a friend, to tell them they're going the wrong way, they want to destroy me? How much more do I have to eat? How much more do I have to achieve? I can't carry it with me the other side. But the thing I will carry and the thing I will leave is my dignity, respect, and honor. For example, Dr. Chetty Jagan has a legacy that he has left and bequeathed to his family and to the country. For example, Desmond Hoyt has also left a certain legacy while he made some colossal mistakes by not accepting Barra Jagde when he won the election. But the fact is, he worked for peace and harmony. He opened up back Guyana to the world and to industry, so he has left a legacy. This is what we have to leave, brothers and sisters, a legacy, a name. Excellency, you're still the president in acting mode. David Arthur Granger. How old are you, sir? How much power more do you want? Where do you expect to carry it? And you guys who are holding him, possibly some people believe at ransom, or you have the two factions putting at each other's throat. Look at your ages. Think what you're doing. Look at some people that I know to be elegant and dignified. They abuse and they fight and they want to beat, hit. What is this? And I want to say very clearly, this makes the PNC look very amateurish. But look, Amna Ali, General Secretary of the People's National Congress, articulate and a fighter and a whip of the PNC or the APNU. But she is not making any derogatory statements in open to disgrace or degrade herself. The former Minister of Foreign Affairs, now the Director General, is calm. These are the positive ones. These are the ones who will leave a legacy. These are the ones who should be the true leaders, not the bombastic, inelegant ones who are fighting and cursing and creating all kinds of a shame for our country locally and internationally. So my point to you all, I speak with a lot of pain and emotion, friends. Where are they going to take this power and this wealth that they hope to usurp and to give to their family and friends? How much can they do? How much more lands can you give to your finances, the best of prime lands? There's certain finances that give you money, that you're giving out the wealth of the nation to them. Or certain persons who do certain things ethnically, that you give them the entire shore and the sea and the beds. And it also, some of that happening also in the PPPC. Where only a set of people were getting all the goodies. And more so now, in this administration, in this APNU government and AFC, giving out the country and the nation and all the assets to their friends and families for some money to fight elections. Aren't you all ashamed of yourselves? All you politicians who do these kinds of things? What about your people? What about your people? Let us think of this country. What about our degradation in the Caribbean again? What about our degradation in the world? The whole world criticizes it. And some opportunities will say, well, it's GCOM. Once GCOM says it's a GCOM turned God. You cannot use the law to break the law. You cannot use the law to commit a crime. So this is what they're trying to say. In the end, the people are the power. And some of the people who are going out there and being paid and cussing and abusing, not good enough. And those who were in the East Coast, wearing the PPP outfit and embarrassing the PPP, and pelting the police and hurting the police, that is wrong. All such things are wrong. People, stay in your home, don't worry with these people. Their bread are well buttered. You don't come out to do anything that you might feel you want to do, or which they were going to pay you $5,000 and give you a little bit of food. You don't do things like that. You take care of your family, take care of your relatives, pray to your God, send out positive vibrations, pray with your family home, and protect yourselves, and don't be used by politicians who will do nothing for you other than putting the $5 in your hands. $5,000 is like $5 now in old times. So I call it $5,000, $5. So, friends and family, this is my message to you today. What does politics do to intelligent men? We saw even David Hines, Professor David Hines, living mostly in America. But Professor David Hines now, suddenly out of the blues, convinced that they have lost the election, want us to forget the election and then have a unity government. Suddenly out of the blues. I believe in unity government, I really do. But it takes time to fall in love, to respect, to understand how we will play the rules. It can't happen by fiat. And for a man who is a doctorate and a professor in politics and political science, an articulator and writer at international caliber, to make such sudden suggestions that we must forget about elections and have a unity government, shows that they just want power. It shows that all they want is power, not democracy, not freedom of will, not the workings of the universe and the will of God. Friends and family, your brother, your friend, me, Haji, Roshan Khan, thanking you for tuning in. And I will send this out also on a watch party a bit later on. Peace and blessings and love to one and all. Om Shanti, Namaste, don't touch anyone. Namaste, I bow to the God in you. Salam, I greet you in peace. Shalom, I touch no one. Keep your distance, eat smartly. Remember, it's not the meat that is giving you anything to fight. Remember, it's always the vegetables, the roots, the spices, the leaves, the trees, the oranges, the lemons. Not the pork and the mutton and the beef, as some people use them, different, and the fish and the duck. It's always the vegetables. Concentrate on the vegetables. And you have things like chana, or you call them pulses, split peas, black-eyed peas, that give you the protein and the strength, the nuts, and so forth and so forth. Peace and blessings of God be with my country, Guyana, with all you wonderful brothers and sisters, all you beautiful people in love and harmony and goodwill. Your friend, Brother Haji, Dr. Roshan Khan, saying farewell.